let's say this is the theme, and I want you to come up with a page within the theme, and then a section within the page, and then a concept within the section. So let's go straight line down, breaking down from where do you go from here?
Okay.
What's a page you'd want to create?
I'll tell you, I'm taking a business consulting and a business coaching consulting certification right now. And so I have everything that's required, all the tools and the strategies and the formats and everything that's required. And it's through Mind Valley. So it's really awesome. And so now what I want is to be able to take that and put it into action. So that's what I want. And I don't know exactly how the whole mind map could be put into place. So you tell me, what do you think I should?
Yeah, so okay, so let me share and let's just create something. What do you want to call those initial 3 that you're going to create that offer with?
I think they could be called beta testers.
Beta testers. Okay, so that's your page. And then on the beta testers page, you can have a section where you're going to talk about identifying prospects.
Right. I definitely want to be able to talk about, who is the right who's the person that I want to coach, or that is, have criterias and qualifications for this person.
Right.
And so it's very defined. Has to be an entrepreneur, has to be someone that is very passionate about what they do. It has to be someone that's committed to what they're doing. I mean, if they're passionate and they're committed, they're probably committed, but and I don't care necessarily if they haven't started, but if they haven't started, that at least they're actively pursuing their vision somehow. Because I don't want them to just be thinking about it and then not taking action. They have to be action takers. So that's kind of like the profile. And I don't want to limit it to a certain amount of money they make, at least right now, just because I'm doing the beta testers. But ultimately, I think I wanna target people that are making a certain amount of money a year, so that way they have the resources to be able to afford my services as well. And I don't know, that could be more than $60,000 a year, for example, and that above that range is who I really cater to, because they can pay the services. And anybody that doesn't make that much and can't afford the services, then it's just I'll have other options for them too. But I want to focus with people that can actually afford them the services.
Got it.
So that's kind of like the plan.
Yeah, that's good. Those are good. And that's the thing, is we start to get value so quickly out of the system for anybody, because they start to organize their thoughts, first of all, in a way that most people are not doing at all, right? Who is organizing their thoughts on paper like this, in this way, like for all of their thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's such a small percentage of our society. So just people starting to look and just deal with the reality of their thoughts on paper, right? And start to make choices about what they're going to be committed to and what they're going to see through, right?
Yeah.
And so this is the first like extreme values of the system, right? So it's like, what are the values and incentives of using the system, where there's like value after value after value, right? Getting the thoughts out of your head. Now having a way to communicate that with the world that you had no interface for before, for all these thoughts. You didn't even have them organized for yourself, let alone share them with anybody. Now that you're sharing them with the world, now you have the opportunity for the whole world to show up to be able to support you in what all of your needs are, right? So again, that's night and day, the difference. Like, if people need an incentive, well, that's it. Like, you get to start having support around all of the things that you really could use support for, that you prioritize, right?
So maybe this video right here can be used for my page, right? Okay, so I need to be
you got it exactly. And that's the thing, is all the time is that we are using we're creating content all the time. We're creating content, and for those of us that are using our time most valuably possible, the ultimate is that we're only on one particular content once. It gets into the world and we don't have to talk about that again. We've got so many other things that we can spend our time talking about, right?
Right.
So it's where we get to build out this encyclopedic content around us. And again, as soon as we get AI kicking in, then it's just like automatically flowing into all these categories. Even with our current technology, all those things can get tagged, right? It's probably going to be just a matter of maybe even a couple months before we have AI that's doing like auto tagging of natural speech video, right?
Right. No, for sure.